course, defaults on. It's a pain in the... It's a pain in my brain. It's a pain in my brain that makes me go insane. It causes me lots of drain. Clips from the song.
Good morning, sir.
Clips from the song.
Mike L. has key.
Clips from the song.
Subnet.
It's Josh G. Clips from the song. Michael Haskey. Clips from the song. Clips from the song. You guys like the title? Clips from the song. Let's take some clips from the song, shall we? We're going to take some clips from the song. For the algorithm. It's for the algorithm. It can huck my D. The algorithm can huck my D.
Clips from the song.
Clips from the song. All right. No law regarding the song. Cheers, everybody.
The house. Morning. Hell yeah, nice title. It's Josh G. Clips from the song with a side of hits from the bong. Steven running. Good morning.
Did you guys get... Hey,
Sean
Steven,
York
did you guys get notifications?
Cheers and good morning, Nay.
Good morning, Sean. It says I have one viewer. Now it says I have 2 viewers. How do I have all these chats? So funny. So not accurate.
Mike L. has key. Hashtag NLRCFTS. It's Josh G. All notifs.
All notifications went out today. Fantastic.
Yes, got them.
Very good, very good. Covered a lot this morning. My girlfriend and I came out here and we went through all the news clips and stuff. There's a lot to talk about, man. Number one, Chris Christie has just said what needs to be said about January 6th. A student from high school asked Ron DeSantis how he felt about January 6th. And Ron DeSantis said, I feel like we should talk about the future. So Chris Christie says, what planet were you on? That was a horrendous day. Donald Trump was completely to blame. You know, Chris Christie said, and every other politician running for president right now, this is the only answer that they should be giving you. Hey, it's Lawn Maintenance Thursdays. Look at this. We got some lawn cutting going on today. We might have to do some adjusting on the cameras if we want to get a good view of what's going on outside. Hey, look, it's Lee Camp. He's on there. Look at this. Lee Camp. I was going to watch a Lee Camp video about censorship and propaganda in Australia, Facebook and Twitter. But I didn't get that part. But here, we're going to get us some of this activity over here.
Is key.
Let me fix
Topic:
that.
The Canadian fires. The smoke is all over up here. Code red air quality.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see one of my audience members realizes it's smoke from the Canadian fires. Thank you, man. You have no idea how dumb people are on social media thinking that is from... They're claiming that it's from airplanes that are, dropping this on them. And I'm just like, wow, man. Really? 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 You really believe that? Wow. Jeez Louise. People are such suckers, man. So we're going to have a nice view of Lawn Maintenance Thursday. A nice view. We're going to saturate that with some color. Look at that. Hey, look at this. We're going to sharpen up the image here with a little sharpening. Look at this. You're going to be able to see when that mower goes by, man. You're going to be able to see some lawn maintaining going on. Going on, baby.
Possible cleaning crew. PSH.
There is a cleaning crew actually here right now. But I got a girlfriend now, so I can't be such a pig. Because I got me a girlfriend.
No from them down even West Virginia.
Alright, here, let's do this.
Looks like fog thick. The sun looks like a orange marble LOL.
Oh wait, apply. Okay, my bad. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of adjust this one as well. Okay, let's take that brightness down.
Ha ha ha, absolutely fair point.
Okay, I think I can go right about there with it, but you should get a really good view of what's going on outside from here anyway. Yeah, this is a really good, I think that is a really good angle. This one is it's just too bright outside for me to get it. In order to do this, I would be completely in the dark. You would see a little bit more, maybe. No, I think you see the same thing. So I think it's okay that I go like this. But it'll be cool when he gets back there with the mower and the guys come back there with the blower and the weed eater and all that. We'll see it. Always makes for a more interesting podcast, man, when you got people doing work behind you and stuff while you're podcasting.
Does the lawn still do regular sprinkling, or what sort of schedule?
Does the lawn still need regular sprinkling? Yeah, well, we're getting a shit ton of rain right now, so I don't know how often there's going to be rain. Our sprinklers go off every other day. So it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then like Saturday, Sunday off or something like that. It's like a schedule like that. And we could definitely cut back on it with the amount of rain that we're probably going to be getting through July. I would think July's a rainy month. So I'll just have to see. We just got a shit ton of rain last night, man. It poured last night. Holy moly. So anyway, what I want to say about just about everything is on my Twitter, guys. It's on my Twitter feed. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. You guys that follow me on Twitter, don't just go to my Twitter feed. Go to the one next to it. It says replies or whatever it says there. I don't know what it says. It says, replies. And go through that, and then you'll see all the tweets that I've sent out to different people. So go through my tweets and go through my replies. And what I say is, like, retweet, leave a comment on every single one of them. Nick Brown usually does. You'll see all of the articles, and I retweeted a whole bunch of articles this morning.
Hi, Nay. N.C.is in the orange unhealthy smoke from Canada.
Woodchuck, I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to say. NCIS is, it's, orange. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me what NCIS is. Or NC. All I'm saying is, everyone out there who wants to protect themselves against smoke in the air should just put a mask on. If you're going to be outside. Even inside. You can wear a mask. It will help you. It's amazing how those things work, isn't it? It will actually filter particles from going down into your lungs.
Montrose, North Carolina.
You're telling me that North Carolina is also
Joel
getting
Foggy.
smoke from Canada.
Not notified.
Joel didn't get a notification. Not cool, man. Not cool. I was just going to watch this Lee Camp video. You guys want to watch this with me? Well, that was weird. That was weird what just happened. Dude, I didn't mean to close it out completely. Where did the video move to?
Can confirm seeing and smelling the smoke in NC.
Bro. I am so confused right now. Because a window with Lee Camp on it just totally disappeared. I meant to just make it small screen so I could get behind it. I'm assuming that Lee Camp video came from YouTube, right? And I was already watching it, so it should be in my library. Yeah, I found it. Okay, great.
Fine, large enough, they will continue to they will continue the censorship, but they will amp it up. Australia escalating the censorship there. I covered how Canada was making more speech and journalism illegal. I've covered the way the U.S. is doing that. And now here's more on Australia from Caitlin Johnstone. Australia keeps escalating its censorship and propaganda campaign.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Hoot. How?
Rush by the Australian political media class to both propagandize Australians as quickly as possible into supporting preparations for war with China and to ram through legislation that facilitates the censorship of online speech. Australia's Communications Minister Michelle Rowland is set to release draft legislation imposing hefty fines on social media companies who fail
call this one late bottom of the hour, no longer regarding cannabis.
block
Cheers, everybody.
Misinformation and disinformation from circulation in Australia. Now, I'm sure many of you already know what I'm about to say, but what do you think your mainstream, what do you think your corporate shills who are in the Australian government, who are in the US government, what do they view as misinformation, as disinformation, right? They view everything I'm saying to you as disinformation. They view everything that questions the standard talking points coming out of the corporate anus that just shits it onto your screen. They view all
good
of
analogy,
that
Lee. Wow,
as misinformation.
It's better than the average Lee Camp analogy
of that anus. But
this is where he'll drive
misinformation.
He'll drive things home, and
basically
he'll keep driving it and keep driving it, and then he drives it into the ground.
It's called misinformation. And now, under this new law, which I'm sure if it goes well, the U.S. will pick this up probably, but they want to fine these social media platforms for allowing that stuff to even be posted. We're already shadow banned into oblivion. I mean, I have like 0.1% of my followers actually seeing anything I post.
Dave C.
And yet, that's not enough.
I remember when you.
And that's not enough.
And good luck trying to get your followers to go where they know to go find your content, right, Lee? Good luck just getting them to click on shit.
Australia. And Caitlin Johnstone actually is Australian, and so her stuff could be even more censored, heavily censored. And basically, these platforms would be fined. Let's see. The maximum penalty for systemic breaches of the registered code, which is what they're calling it, would be $2.75 million or 2% of global turnover, whichever is higher. The maximum penalty for breaching an industry standard would be $6.88 million or 5% of a company's global turnover. In the case of Facebook's owner Meta, for example, the maximum penalty could amount to a fine of more than $8 billion.
Wow.
So, do you think that Facebook, as repressive as it already is, if Australia says, hey, we put it into law, if you allow disinformation or misinformation on your platform, we will fine you $8 billion. They're
going to laugh at them.
Do you think Facebook's going to suppress those things even more? Delete even more accounts? Absolutely.
Wait. Do you think that Facebook has that Australia has the authority to fine Facebook $8 billion? Don't you think that Zuckerberg could take that to any judge anywhere in the world and they'd throw that stupid fine out? Please.
That's why Facebook exists, is for money. So if you make the fine large enough, they will continue the censorship, but they will amp it up.
Dude, Facebook can't stop misinformation from appearing on their platform. I don't even know where Lee is trying to go with this. This is psychotic.
And of course, at first, this is done against things that most you and I would support. So you take pro-Nazi comments, you take white supremacy, you take racist shit, and you censor that, and then you say, see, it's working. It's going great. We censor these racist comments. But of course, that's just the beginning. Then it's used against me and you and what we're allowed to talk about and what we're allowed to say. And she shows some examples of already tweets.
Except Lee's got the order of it wrong. First, they came for me.
Cannabis heals.
Then they came for all those other groups. Then they came for Lee. I warned him, though, from the very beginning. I tried to warn everybody about the censorship I was having to deal with. But, you know, my own audience has chosen to not show up to these shows anymore en masse. So they kind of censor me, too. It's like...
banned in
Australia. I don't even fucking care because everybody knows how to find me. You know how to find me.
If you try to go to them, it gives you a little warning. It says this tweet has been withheld in
I just
Australia
shaved
in
it down.
response to
I'm
a
gonna
legal
keep it
demand.
short like this.
So these tweets were reportedly hidden from Australians on the platform at the behest of the Australian government. Australians could wind up seeing much more of this sort of Australia-specific censorship from social media platforms if this misinformation legislation goes through, or they could just start censoring it for everyone.
Shinia Boss. I like it.
Thank you.
I want to get to where she wraps it up. Propaganda and censorship are two of the most important tools of the imperial narrative control. And it's very telling that Australia is ramping them both up as the nation is being transformed into a weapon of the U.S. empire to use against China. Steps are being taken to ensure that the Australian populace will be on board with whatever agendas the empire has planned for us in the coming years. And judging from what we're seeing right now, it isn't going to be pretty. And we're seeing this ramp up of censorship because here's the good news. It's showing the weakness of the empire. And I include Australia when I say the empire because Australia is part and parcel to the U.S. empire. You know, the Five Eyes really is the U.S. empire. Australia, Britain, Canada, the U.S., and New Zealand. Now,
it's Lee Camp. This is almost over.
Of course, we have other vassal states that we push
2
around,
minutes left.
But those are the key components of our empire. And so this is showing the weakness of the empire. If the empire is so afraid
hey Richard
Good morning,
of
Nick.
speech, of what I'm doing right here, of having a live stream like this, of having videos like this, that they need to stop those at all costs. And
quarter of the
fine
hour in
people
1
for
minute.
even allowing it. And they turn against their own so-called stances, so-called beliefs of freedom of speech in order to fight against
Yes, Lee Camp has been on this show.
that speech. Then it shows their weakness. And it shows they're scared. And I believe they are. I believe the U.S. empire is scared. And it's scared because people like you and me are fighting back against this unipolar world where we are willing to kill innocent people around the globe every day.
Cheers,
Every
Cheers.
single day. That's what our system is. And that's what it endorses. And we're the U.S. government is
Quarter of
willing
the
to
hour,
do
no
it
longer
every
got
day.
cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
And we do it via bombs, sure, but we also do it via economic sanctions. We do it via environmental destruction. We do it via climate crisis. We do it via pollution. We do it via all of these different ways that we are crushing and destroying lives around the world right now. And they're scared. They're scared that we may evolve. That you and I may evolve and go, you know what? I think there could be something better. I think there could be some sort of world where we live in peace. I think there could be some sort of world where the birds aren't dying. I think there should be some sort of world where there's insects still, and sex as well as insects.
Insects.
And just sweet lovemaking. I don't know why I had to take it there, but that's where we ended up.
And he cuts it. That's good. He didn't fucking beat that horse to death. Good job, Lee. That was some good comedy, bro. Some very serious shit followed by some funny comedy. That's how I like that when I have to take my bitter truth. Have a little bit of sugar on top, you know?
Aussie. LMAO.
That's Lee Camp, everybody. You let me interview him on the show. You guys should follow him. He appears with Graham Elwood. They do a government secrets podcast on YouTube. We got lawn maintenance we got lawns being maintained outside in the periphery. We're gonna have some lawn maintaining action here soon. Around the periph. They come out here to blow off the driveway and shit. And they look around and they see all the work that I do, you know, and they know that I go out there and I kick ass too when they're not here. It's a constant, dude, everything grows so fast. It's crazy. This time of year is psychotic.
Nay, why do you think it's so important to control the people? Because I feel when you try to control people, it brings out the worst in communities. Shinia bossy. Right on, Nay.
What do you mean, why do I think it's so important to control the people? In what way? What are you talking about?
Fishing. Dude, the ass house by the time you're done mowing.
I know, the grass grows on the other side of the yard when they come to the other side.
Asking your thought on this.
Because for some reason, power and control are interwoven. So when someone gains power, they want to have control. You know, it's, you ask me why, it's because because human nature. And it's just the way we are. Sucks to be us, I guess, you know. Not everybody's like that. But some of us are, and those that seize power tend to want to control you. You know, every single president of the United States wanted to control you in one way or another. Every single politician wants to control you in one way or another. There's not having the good without having the bad. You know, they want to write legislation to protect us. Well, it's also going to control us. It's just part of being in society, man.
IAE, Nay.
Thank you. Thank you, Nene. Try to pull this big stem out. That's not gonna be helpful. That's not going to be helpful. Hey now. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at these. Looking at you. Looking over there. Looking at this. Look at this. Shutting it up and down, we're doing it.
Your old driveway in California, I'll bet it's getting run down.
Cheers.